I know exactly how it feels to be stuck with your ads. You've got a couple of winning concepts, but not enough fresh ideas to break through the current ad spend ceiling. Maybe you're hovering around $1 million a year, trying everything, but still you're not able to push past it, no matter how many ads you're testing. Well, you're not alone. Meet Polarwise, a multi-million-dollar store facing exactly the same problem. They've been absolutely crushing it with ad creatives, but they keep hitting the same frustrating ceiling. So today, I'm taking on an ambitious challenge. I'm gonna help them double their revenue. And I'll do it with one big catch. I'm only allowed to use Deep Research, the new $200 GPT feature. Now, full disclosure, we've tested this extensively across our $300 million portfolio, and honestly, the results blew me away. Here's why this matters to you. Polarwise is already doing very well, and even they needed this to level up. Imagine your competitors getting their hands on this strategy first. You're not just falling behind, you're getting crushed. They'll steal your customers, your profits, and even your dog. You might as well update your resume and ask them for a job. So if you want to stay in business and finally scale beyond your ad spend ceiling, pay close attention, because by the end of the video, you'll not only see exactly how we pull this off step by step, but I'll also share the exact GPT prompt we used so you can apply this same strategy to your own store and double your own revenue today. Ready to defend your market share? Let's dive in. Very excited for this video. This is the product we will be advertising. It's a sweat stopping armpit roller by Polarwise. As I said in the intro, they are absolutely crushing it. And I really like their current ad library. As you can see here, they do have some variety already. They're spending a decent amount of money. And what they're looking for is more variety, more audiences, more angles. And what we find at this stage, based on our 3A framework, is that they got very good at targeting one specific audience in one specific way with a specific angle. And they learned how to iterate those winning concepts they have. So they're able to turn one winning ad into multiple winning ads. However, what happens usually at this stage is that they are having a hard time finding new audiences and new angles. So this is gonna be the focus of our deep research. And by the way, if you don't know the GPP method, if you haven't had access to it, simply head over to our school community, school.com/ad creatives, and you'll find it here in the $100 million ad creative system. Among the bonuses, you'll find the GPP method. And by the way, if you get access to the school community, you'll get access to the entire course. This is a 30-hour course I built last year, and you'll be able to find everything as good as it comes. This is a 30-hour in-depth course. I'm sure you love it. So it's just a no-brainer. Head over to school.com/ad creatives and join. It's completely for free. So you're going to absolutely love it. With that being said, as I said before, we need new audiences and new angles for Polarwise. How do we do it? First of all, this is the prompt I put together for them. And this is the only prompt we will be able to use in order for us to help them get to the next level, which is at least double their revenue, double their ad spend. That's the goal. So, as I said before, this is the prompt, and these are the stores we will analyze. I also added two more, which are Lumi, Deodorant, and Hers. Now, why is this important? This is absolutely crucial for this work because what I did was put together all of the transcripts of the best performing ads of the competitors. Do I have access to the ad accounts of the competitors so I absolutely know which ones are the best performing? No, I don't. However, what I can do is head over to Foreplay, find the longest running ones, check which ones I believe are the best performing, which after a while, your creative strategist, your head of creatives should know. And if they don't, just reach out to us and we will help you. But what I did was copy and paste all of the transcripts here so that GPT can spot the patterns, can understand what's working, what is not working for these competitors. And by the way, I'm targeting not only direct competitors, but also indirect competitors. Direct competitors are those that are selling the same product to the same audience. Indirect are those that are selling to the same audience, but different products. Now, just to give you an idea on foreplay, everything you have to do is simply find the brand that you want to target, the longest running ads. You might want to play with time frame. Last 90 days usually is what's the most relevant right now. But what you do is you open the ad and then you head over here to transcripts and you copy the transcript. When you copy the transcript, I recommend doing text only, so you avoid the timestamps, which might be interesting for other prompts, but not for this one specifically. So this is what I did for them. This is also another CSV file that I put together for Polarwise. This is where I put their best performing ads. And also here, we have the comments that I exported from their best performing ads. So if you head over to your own store, you find your best performing ads, the ones where you've spent the most money, there will be a bunch of comments underneath. What I would recommend is exporting all those comments and creating a CSV file to upload on GPT when you do your deep research. The software I used is exportcomments.com. I'm not sure it's the best one. There are probably so many right now. It's crazy, but everything you have to do is copy and paste the ad ID here, and it starts the export process automatically. Now, getting back to our prompt, this is everything we need. If you want to get access to this prompt so that you can just copy and paste it, get access to the school community, I will share there the extended version of this video where I basically go through everything as I'm getting the results. But this is the deep research I was talking about. This is exactly the same prompt, copied and pasted. And when you copy and paste the first prompt on deep research, it asks for a couple of clarifying questions. In this case, it asked for primary goals, Polarwise USP, target audience, competitors prioritization, ad style preferences, visual style preferences, budget considerations, and e-com platform and sales flow. Pretty simple. The only thing I did here was importing those CSV files, uploading those CSV files, and then replying to the questions. Now, it took 9 minutes to analyze 13 sources and put together this entire research. Now, my goal was to make it as practical as possible. I added a few things that their creative strategists, their in-house team, will be able to take advantage of, but it's not very relevant for our video. One of these is the comprehensive competitor and consumer review analysis. We don't really need this right now, but this is very good data, very good information they can get, they can take advantage later. But what I want to focus on right away is what are its recommendations when it comes to the audience segments. So as I said before, we need new audiences to target and to promote to profitably. Now, right now, as you can see here, they are mainly focused on hyperhidrosis software, and there are many segments within the same audience, but there are also different audiences that we can target. And according to the research you put together, these are the ones that we can focus on. The first one is high-stress professionals. These are career-driven individuals, executives, salespeople, public speakers who often deal with nervous sweat during presentations or important meetings. They value keeping composure under pressure. This is a very good angle, a very good audience. Then fitness and sports enthusiasts, active people who sweat during workouts, but also hate sweating outside the gym. They might accept sweat while exercising, but still want to avoid excessive perspiration in daily life or post-workout errands. Pretty solid. Hot climate residents, people living in warm and humid climates, e.g. Florida, Texas, Southeast Asia, who battle sweat daily due to weather. For them, sweat is a constant annoyance in everyday activities. Great audience. Again, something that I really want to emphasize in this video is that AI is absolutely crazy. The results we got the first time from deep research was absolutely mind-boggling to me. With that being said, right now, in the current landscape, in the current day and age, information is not a problem anymore. You can find and you can generate as much information as you want. What you really need, if you want to scale to the next level, if you want to get to the next level, is having somebody in your team who's able to understand what is worth testing, what can most likely get you results, the results that you're looking for. Because here, if you don't have a right prioritization, you're going to end up testing a bunch of things. You don't know how to test them. You don't know how to implement things. And it's just going to be impossible to get the results. You're just going to go from one audience to another audience, and it becomes the shiny object syndrome. It's not what you want to do. So you want to have these tools. You want to have AI, but you also want to have an expert who's able to discern what's good from what's bad, what is worth working on from what is not worth working on. Now, next audience is teenagers and young adults with excessive sweat. Puberty and hormones cause many teens to experience overactive sweating, leading to embarrassment at school or social events. Their parents might also be purchasers seeking a solution for their teen sweat issues, like constantly soaked t-shirts or smelly shoes. And here it already gives us some interesting angles. Then brides, grooms, and event goers, people preparing for big events, weddings, graduations, public appearances, who absolutely dread sweat, ruining their outfit or moment. A bride in a silk gown or a groom in a tux in summer, for instance, has zero tolerance for pit stains. Another one is menopausal women. Women around 45 to 60 experiencing menopause or perimenopause often suffer hot flashes and night sweats. We targeted this audience with so many products, and this is one of the best audiences to target. So if for whatever reason, this is an audience that your product can serve, that your solution can serve, this is definitely worth pursuing. This segment seeks relief from sudden perspiration episodes and the other that can come with hormonal changes. Another one is outdoor adventurers and travelers, hikers, campers, and travelers, backpackers, long-haul flyers who may not have frequent access to showers and need to stay sweat odor-free for days. They value durability and reliability in a product. Another one is health-conscious natural seekers. Selective targeting. A subset of users who do suffer sweat issues but also care deeply about ingredient safety. While Polarwise is not aluminum free, you can still target those seeking effective solutions who haven't found success with natural deodorants. This is absolutely great research. If one of our creative strategists delivered this, I would be very happy. And I would be interested in, okay, what is the prioritization that we're looking at? Where are we gonna double our ad spend in a profitable way? Me personally, I would definitely focus on this audience first. I would probably go there as a first audience. And as a second one, I would probably go to teenagers and young adults with excessive sweat. Here you can target them directly, you can target their parents, but it's absolutely a massive TAM. It's a massive audience, and it's a massive problem for some of these kids. So I would absolutely recommend starting from these two and then slowly expanding to the other ones. Again, when it comes to our system, 99 ads, we want to see this triangle as the main asset. So we have our audience, our angle, and our ad. Once we find the winning angle and the winning audience, we want to make sure that the winning angle and the winning audience stays profitable. So we create variations of this asset as often as possible. We are proactive to make sure that it doesn't stop performing. By the time ad fatigue hits, by the time costs go up, we already have a bunch of other creatives that are still bringing in sales, maintaining that audience and that angle profitable. So I would start from these two. First, we maintain active the audience that's already bringing in money, that's already bringing in sales, that's already making this company a multi-million-dollar company. But we also start opening up new ones, the ones with the highest lever. In this case, among all of these, the first one is going to be menopausal women, in my opinion, and the second one is going to be teenagers and young adults. Now, with that being said, the next step is extensive set of ready-to-use ad scripts. This is absolutely crazy, if you ask me. In 9 minutes, it gave us all of this, which is ridiculous. Now, let's start with ad script number 1. Again, in this case, we only have access to one prompt. This is the challenge. But if I was to focus on this project, or I was to work one-on-one with their team, I would ask their creative strategist, their head of creatives, hey, these are the audiences we're focusing on. Here we have gotten a bunch of ad scripts based on all of the audiences we found above. So let's just keep brainstorming with GPT to get more scripts on the audiences we decided to target. That being said, once again, we want to see AI as the starting point of our research. It's basically some sort of an acceleration ramp for our creative strategist, for our head of creatives. In this case, I'm using head of creatives and creative strategist as the same person. They're obviously different, but still, you get the gist. With that being said, in this case, these are the ones we got in just 9 minutes with just one prompt. The first one is the boardroom sweat secret. So here we are targeting those professionals and public speakers that want to simply avoid those armpit stains. Halfway through your big presentation and your armpit is a waterfall. Stress sweat always strikes at the worst moment, important meeting, job interview, you name it, it wrecks your confidence. Meet Polarwise, the roll-on that stops stress sweat before it starts. Apply it at night and it plugs sweat at the source. This is great. This is absolutely great. Would I go for this target? Not really. Not immediately, at least. I would at a later stage. But the script is already solid. Is it perfect? No. Is it got what I'm gonna shoot content for immediately? No. But still, if we see this as a starting point for your creative strategist, your senior creative strategist, your expert creative strategist, this is absolutely insane, especially considering we got it in 9 minutes. Ad script number 2, gym to office transformation. Sweaty at the gym is cool. Sweaty at work right after, not so much. Great hook. You crashed your workout, but now you're wearing it. Post-gym sweat and odor can ruin your whole day. Polarwise to the rescue. Apply our clinical antiperspirant at night and it keeps you dry through workouts and beyond. Very solid. First aid confidence boost. This is probably a good angle for our teenagers and young adults with excessive sweat audience. So let's see what we got. Oh no, not nervous sweat again. First aid jitters are bad enough. Don't let sweat make it worse. Nobody wants a damp hug. Interesting. Try this tonight and those pits will stay bone dry. Polarwise antiperspirant. Apply it the night before and forget about sweat for days. I forgot I even sweat. Better than clinical deodorants. Stay confident, stay dry, get Polarwise today with free shipping and make sweat one less thing to worry about. This is very good. This is an amazing angle. We need to make sure that we find a way to convey this message at a glance to make it immediate. Maybe it's not that immediate here, but this is what your creative strategist has to do. I mean, if you expect AI to replace completely your creative strategist, I don't think that's a good solution. And keep in mind, I hire a lot of creative strategists. I would probably be among the people who would benefit the most from AI replacing creative strategists. But that's not the case. It's not the case right now, and I doubt it will be in the future. I see AI as something that increases the output of an individual creative strategist, but not as something that replaces them completely, at least right now. Maybe in the future, I'm not sure, especially considering how impactful ads are on the average e-commerce store. So you really want to make sure that there's a person that understands what's worth testing, what's not worth testing, what's a bad idea, what's a good idea, what makes a good idea a great idea. But again, this is the best starting point you can get as a creative strategist. Another one, hyperhidrosis life changer. Excessive sweat ruining your life? If you sweat buckets just sit or feel sweat running down your sides for no reason, you know this isn't normal sweat. Hyperhidrosis steals your comfort. You avoid white shirts, dread handshakes, and feel self-conscious 24/7. I love this. We often talk about relatability, and if I suffer from hyperhidrosis, I can see how this brand understands my problem to the T. I avoid wearing white shirts. I avoid handshakes. I don't feel self-conscious 24/7. If I'm the right target, as I'm hearing this, I'm like, these guys get me. These guys understand me. So, meet the product made specifically for people like you. Polarwise, a solution against excessive sweat. Our medical grade formula temporarily blocks overactive sweat glands. This is great. This is pretty solid. This is pretty damn solid. The sensitive skin savior. And this is interesting because there are a few comments on this, and we got this here from the customer review analysis. Safety concerns come up as well. Customers ask if it's safe to not sweat for so long and whether they need to keep using regular deodorant alongside. And this is great. Once we get comments like that, we want to make sure that we turn them into benefits for ourselves, for our product. We want to make sure that we turn those into something that gets people to take action to buy our product. So ad script number 5, the sensitive skin savior hook. Burned by harsh antiperspirants? Strong antiperspirants can sweat, but they often burn or irritate sensitive skin. Ouch. High aluminum, alcohol, fragrance. You're stuck choosing sweat or suffer a rash? This is good. This is very good. With Polarwise, you don't have to choose. Our formula is powerful on sweat, but gentle on skin. No burning, no itching. Dermatologists tested and meets strict EU safety standards. Polarwise gives you dry underarms without the drama. Very solid. In this case, I'm skipping the benefits, the social proof, the CTA, because most of the time it's similar. You just want to make sure that the CTA is keeps selling the product based on the right angle. So the CTA must be relevant once you pitch, hey, do this to take action. And what I really like in this case is that since we trained, in a way, our GPTs, it already does it automatically. So toss the burny deodorant, so it's already relevant to the angle. Try Polarwise's gentle strength and stay rash-free and sweat-free. Tap to buy now, your skin will thank you. So here, through the CTA, we're still hammering on the same angle. So the CTA is probably where things change. Benefits and social proof, especially for these angles that are relatively similar, the same benefits can apply, can be relevant to all these audiences. It's not going to change much. Obviously, with social proof, you want to highlight reviews that are more in line with that, but still, it's pretty solid. Number 6, buttocks versus Polarwise. Buttocks, so this is a split frame. On one side, a graphic with a syringe labeled buttocks aiming at an armpit. On the other side, a Polarwise roller. Big question text. Sweat too much? Buttocks injections or Polarwise? People are paying over $1,000 for buttocks under their arms to stop sweating. Painful needles, doctor visits, the works. Sure, it can work for a few months, but at what cost? Excessive sweating can drive us to extreme measures. Polarwise gives you buttocks level sweat stopping without the pain or insane cost. Just a simple roll-on at home. Pretty solid. Pretty solid. I'm not sure who's going the buttocks direction, but if I have to guess, probably will be more the menopausal women rather than the young kids. So I would absolutely take this approach into consideration when targeting the menopausal women. Ad script number 7, the all-over auto eliminator, Polarwise and the Deodorant Duo. This is another product. This is a bundle probably. When sweat isn't the only problem, then cut to different body areas, underarm, feet, lower back with little otter waves cartoon. Problem, agitate, narrator. Sweat can lead to nasty odor, not just underarms, but feet, chest, even down there. Show a montage of, spray and perfumes can just mask it for an hour, and basic deodorant can handle a full body problem. It's embarrassing and can make you avoid close contact. Polarwise has a complete sweat defense system, our clinical yada yada. Pretty solid, probably not the most specific to the audiences we're targeting, but still pretty solid. Summer outings, zero sweat, same thing, pretty good. Hot summer, cool people, and then there's you. Summer is great until you're the one drenched in sweat at every outdoor event. It's not just the heat, it's also anxiety. Will people notice? You shouldn't have to hide at the party because of sweat. Polarwise was literally made for this. One application before the weekend and you'll stay dry through the cookout, the wedding, and even the after party. Pretty solid. Number 9, gamer grip and confidence. This might be relevant for the young adults and teenagers. Tag sweaty hands, game over. Controller slipping, mouse soggy. Sweaty hands or feet can sabotage your game and your confidence. Polarwise isn't just for underarms. We have you covered head to toe. Apply our antiperspirant on hands or feet and no more sweaty grip. This is very good, especially considering now we're even targeting a different angle, a different problem. The sweaty hands are absolutely another very big problem. If the product fixes it, this is absolutely another great angle, another great target that we can have. Then moms on the move. This is perfect for the menopausal women. Supermom shouldn't have to sweat it. Busy schedule, no time to freshen up. Moms and dads know the struggle. Running around all day can leave you sweaty and self-conscious, but who has the time for midday showers or reapplying deodorant constantly? Polarwise was built for non-stop days. One application keeps you dry through school drop-offs, work, workouts, and dinner prep. All of it. Solid. This is probably one of the best one, and this is probably the one I would go for right away. Number 11, the science explainer. This is probably something that stole from other competitors, the ones that we analyzed. This is very good. Every time we hire a real doctor with a real scrub to talk about the products we work on, we always found big winners. This is something that's absolutely great. In this case, the doctor is mainly going the scientific direction, but you can also combine the doctor with a specific audience, with a specific angle. So the doctor tells menopause women, this is how you fix the problem, or talks to young adults, hey, this is how you fix hyperhidrosis. So pretty solid. Again, all these ideas are very good. Here's an urgency offer. This is more a promotion angle. Social proof montage. This is good, but again, it's probably not something too crazy. Value bundle upsell in ad. Very solid. FOMO scarcity, last units remaining. So we got 15 with this deep research. We don't really need to go too crazy analyzing all of them. I think, again, based on the audiences we decided to target, these are the ones that I would focus on. Moms on the move, for sure. The doctor angle, the scientific angle where tech meets trust, great. That's a great angle. That's where I would what I would start from. Then scrolling down, We have ideas, like here we have a ranked list of top performing hooks and variations. This is very good, but it's nothing too different from what it's already common sense. Embarrassing sweat moment, relatability and shock, audience call out, personalized, shocking claim or question, curiosity, instant transformation, results, visual proof, pain point agitator, yada yada. Clear comparison of competitor positioning. This is something that will be interesting for their in-house team. I will just give them access to the entire chat. And if you are on our school community, you will get access to the entire chat as well. So once again, school.com/add-creatives to get access to the entire thing, the 30-hour course completely for free. Now, one thing that was interesting is that I asked it to analyze all of the transcripts to find what is a plug and play ad script formula we can use. This is what it came up with. It's an ad script formula of 6 steps: the hook, the problem agitate, the solution introduction, the benefits, the social proof of efficacy, and finally the CTA. And again, important here, it recognized the clear call to action plus incentive. So always add the incentive and make sure that you're still selling during the call to action. This is something that we explain on the GBP method on the pocket level. So here you have some examples. First date, no sweat. Nervous about sweating through your date outfit. This is a very good angle. Workout without the aftermath. Hyperhidrosis, game changer. All-day office warrior. Now, what I wanted to show you, conversion cycle acceleration strategies, this is very interesting for their team. It's something that I'm going to share with them. Upsell and cross-sell playbook for higher AOV. This is another interesting part that it's not exactly the focus of this video, but it's going to be interesting for them. What is the focus of this video is this part. So as part of the deep research, I also asked to give me a list of scroll-stopping visual hook ideas following the SCAR method. Now, I stole the SCAR method from somebody. I genuinely don't remember who, but I really like it. So if you're watching this video, credits are yours. I'm not taking the credits. But SCAR stands for sexual, controversial, audience call out, and results based. These 4 types of hooks are the best performing. Across our $300 million portfolio, these are the best performing. So if you want to make it simple, to find new visual hook ideas that you can use to crash your ads, this is it. This is very good. So I asked it to follow this SCAR method to find some hook ideas. And this is what it gave us. Now, again, this is still based on all the audiences. I didn't want to come up with my own audiences, so I asked it to find the audiences and then create the scripts and then find the scroll-stopping visual hook ideas. So if I was to keep working on this project, I would absolutely squeeze GPT for it to give me as many visual ideas as possible. All the competitors we picked are incredibly good at grabbing attention, leveraging props, leveraging weird, awkward scenes. So this is something that's probably somewhat missing in the current ad library, especially considering how visual is this product, and most importantly, how visual is the problem it solves. Sweat, it's probably one of the most awkward things when you're in public. So we need to make it as awkward as possible. And we need to do that in the most digestible way. And that's where GPT can help you quite a lot. That being said, let's check out what it gave us. So, sexual, seductive metaphors. These hooks use a bit of cheekiness or innuendo to catch the eye, often through suggestions rather than explicit content, making the viewer do a double take and then realize the real message. Hot day, cold sweat? Scene. A flirty couple about to kiss. As the guy places his hand on the woman's back, he gets a wet palm from her sweat. She looks mortified. Don't let sweat kill the mood. This is good. It's probably not too digestible. You need to definitely have your creative strategists to find a way to make this immediate, but it's definitely something worth exploring. Chocolate melt, close-up of an attractive person holding a chocolate bar against the burned skin. The chocolate starts melting, implying heat. Camera then shows a playful smirk and the line, "So hot you'll melt, but won't sweat it." The sensual metaphor of melting chocolate implies body heat attraction. The hook is an unexpected tie to sweat control. Bit too complicated. I'm not a fan. I'm not the biggest fan, but again, if you find a way to make it digestible with the chocolate melt, can definitely be a scroll stopper. Turn up the heat, not the sweat. Left side, a dancing couple dancing closely. She's waiting and embarrassed. Right side, same dance, but she's dry and confident. I'm sorry. The sensual dancing grabs attention, and the text, "Turn up the heat, not the sweat," hooks curiosity. Not too sure. Steamy mirror message can definitely be interesting. I'm sorry, my trackpad is going a bit crazy. The next one is controversial. So curiosity-provoking concepts. Doctor bans deodorant. This is a very good. Doctors say stop using deodorant immediately. This is definitely an interesting one. The initial fake headline sparks curiosity. Botox needles versus roll-on. Visually, a syringe filled with something labeled $, approaching an armpit versus a Polarwise roll-on on the other side. If you're careful with policy, this can definitely be interesting. And now we've seen it being like the entire platform being much more accepting when it comes to syringe and similar things. So might definitely find a way to use this as a hook. Dramatic sweat drench, almost grotesque, shows someone in an extreme scenario, a man in a suit literally pouring a bottle of water on himself in a meeting. It's over the top, and caption it, "If your sweat feels this bad, you need to see this." Very good. Public call out, "Who stinks?" This scenario is a bit edgy. It triggers that uncomfortable laugh, relief response, and morbid curiosity. Censor bar comedy. These are all pretty solid. Audience call out, again, sweaty, "Hey sweaty gamer," to the menopausal mama. Office worker roll call, "Dear teen with pit stains," geo call out with weather, results based, sweat alf test, water pouring demo, time-lapse dryness, thermal camera view, very interesting, sweat meter challenge. All of these are very interesting. Now, this video is probably going a little too long, so I'll upload the extended version on School. But again, this is incredibly good. At the end, we have some platform-specific recommendations, which again will be interesting maybe for the team, not for us in this specific video. And then finally, at the end, I also asked Deep Research to give me a bunch of practical lists, practical prompts, GPT prompts that they can use, so that they don't really need me to work with them, although I would love to do it, just to have a follow-up video on this one, showing how much we can scale once we understand how to target the right audiences in the right way and so on. But still, these are some practical GPT prompts they can use to find new audiences, to create new personas, and so on. So this is it for this video. Again, I'm pretty sure that if we prioritize things the right way, we focus on menopausal women first, and young adults, teenagers with hyperhidrosis problem later, with the angles we've seen in this deep research, and we also double down on the angles we like the most, on the audiences we like the most, diving a little deeper to find those specific hooks that can grab attention and can be incredibly relevant to that specific audience and their specific problem, that's the way to get to the next level when it comes to ads. So if you have any questions, please drop a comment. If you want us to work with you one-on-one, manage your team, train your team, or build your team, we are also recruiting right now creative strategists, performance video editors, performance graphic designers with DTC experience. So people who have case studies, who have worked with agencies, with DTC brands, please book a call, 99ads.com/demo to book a call with us talk to our team, and see how we can help you one-on-one to scale your store to the next level. This is basically our way to replicate all the processes and systems we have in our agencies where we are creating thousands of ads every single week into your business so you can replicate the same thing in-house with your own team. Once again, 99ads.com/demo, book a call, and my team and I will talk to you soon. Cheers.